guys, welcome back to my channel. So sorry if it's a little dark today. We have a huge storm coming through and my lights keep flickering too. So I'm hoping to get this filmed before my power goes out. But it might be a little dark in here. It's just because it's like really dark outside right now, even though it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. It's a stormy day here in Washington. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into these empties because I do have a ton of empties again. I feel like I'm filming these a lot, but for some reason I'm just going through a lot of stuff right now. I've been trying a lot of new products and trying to finish off things that I've owned for a while, so I've just gone through a lot. Once again, I do have like a lot of skincare, so I think I'm going to start there. So the first item in here is from Garnier. This is the Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. This is the one with the pink lid. I also have the blue one. I think the blue one is sensitive and this is the regular one, but either way they work exactly the same for me, and I actually really did like this when I first got it. I still like it, but I've noticed recently my lashes I'm like losing a lot of lashes, and I don't know if it's from this or from the new mascaras I've been trying, so I'm kind of giving this a break for a while and going back to just like a standard makeup remover because I'm trying to figure out what's causing me to lose my lashes. I am wearing false lashes today, but normally, I don't know, my lashes have just been a lot thinner, a lot wimpier, and I don't know what's going on. So I'm not sure if it's this or not, but I did like it in the beginning. I was using it just for removing eye makeup, not for like my full face, but you can use it for your full face. So yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about that still, even though I've gone through full size. Okay, and then I have a ton of sheet masks again, so let's talk about those. Okay, I think this is all of them, but if I find more, I'll let you guys know. There's a lot of sheet masks in here this time. So let's start with these. I've got a couple of the Tony Moly ones. I have the brightening one and the radiance one. So I did get all of these from from Amazon in like a kit. There was like 12 or something. Let me zoom out a little bit. So there was quite a few that came with this set. They were super inexpensive. I believe they worked out to be about $1 a piece or maybe even a little less than that. This one's leaking. They are okay in my opinion. They're not like the best sheet masks, but they're really nice for nights when you just want something relaxing, but you're not going to get really great results from these. So I definitely recommend them if you are wanting to try a sheet mask but you're on a budget. Because they're very inexpensive, or like I like having the giant pack of them so I can kind of fill in between my other sheet masks when I just want something relaxed. Okay, I also have 2 of these pharmacy masks. This came as a set of 3, I believe, in one of my BoxyCharms, but we do carry this at Sephora as well. These are the brightening ones, and I actually really did like these. I thought they were really, really nice. I did see a little bit of results from them. This is the coconut gel mask. So yeah, I was really impressed with this one. I do also have a couple Karuna ones. Quite a few Karuna ones. Okay, so yeah, I have quite a few Karuna ones. If you guys didn't know, Karuna is my favorite brand for sheet masks. I have 2 of the brightening, and then I had 3 of the hydrating in here. Recently, my skin has been getting drier as we've been changing from summer to fall, which I don't normally use hydrating products, but I've been needing them, and so I went through these really fast. So I did go through 3 of those and 2 of the brightening. The brightening is normally my favorite one. I love these, but overall the Karuna ones are definitely a good investment. I love them. Okay, and then I also have one of the Sephora rose masks in here. I'm not a big fan of these Sephora ones. I won't purchase them again. And for me, I feel like they're about the same quality as the ones from Tony Moly, but the Tony Moly ones are so much cheaper. These are $6, so they are a little bit less than like the Karuna or Dr. Jart or some of the other ones that we carry at Sephora, but they're just, I don't know, they don't do that much. The sheets are a little flimsy. It's just not my favorite. Okay, and then I have 2 Boscia ones in here. I've got the firming hydrogel mask and then the brightening hydrogel. I used this one last night. I really like these Boscia ones. I think they're really good. These 2 happen to be both hydrogel, so they come sandwiched between paper, and you remove the paper and then it's just like a jelly kind of feeling that goes on your face, and I really liked them. I thought they did a really, really nice job. And then the last one that I have is from Dr. Jart. This is the firming solution. This might be equal to me to the Karuna ones. I'm starting to like these Dr. Jart ones a lot. I don't know, I might like them a little bit better than the Karuna ones, but I think right now they're kind of even, but they are really, really nice. I wish I would have tried these earlier on because I really have been enjoying them. I think that's it for the sheet masks. I do also have an empty bag for my Shiseido cotton squares, facial cottons. If you guys haven't heard me talk about these, I've talked about them many times in videos. These are amazing. They're like the only thing I will use now for a facial cotton. They are so much softer than any other facial cottons I've ever used. So I like to use mine for removing my eye makeup because they're so gentle. They're not going to tug or pull on your eye at all or scratch or irritate. So I'll just put my eye makeup remover a little bit on one of these and use that to remove my eye makeup, and they work amazingly well. I actually need to pick some more up because I just have a few left in my container on my counter. I have 2 packs of facial wipes. So these I don't really use on my face. I actually buy these for hand swatches when I'm filming. So I have right now this one from Burt's Bees, Insensitive, and this is the Global Beauty Care Vitamin C Cleansing Cloths. This was from TJ Maxx and it was only $3.99. So usually what I'll do is I'll find the cheapest wipes I can get because it's just for my hands for removing swatches. So they worked good for that, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of using facial wipes on my face. Cleansing wipes on my face. I just feel like it clogs my pores. I'm very, very acne prone, so if I don't do like a very good job of removing my makeup or you know, cleansing my face, I will break out. So these always cause me to break out every one I've ever tried, so I usually just use them for hand swatches. Talk about this because it's kind of big and in the way. This is a Dr. Teal's Epsom salt. This one here is the Detoxify and Energize with Ginger and Clay. This is my new favorite. I used to love the lavender one, but I've since replaced it with this one. I love the smell of this. It just smells really fresh and really clean and it's so relaxing. So this is definitely my new favorite and I do highly recommend this. Next up, I have this box from my Sponge L sponge. This I actually got in my FabFitFun unboxing or box. So this is like a beauty or bath sponge that's infused with body wash, and this particular one, which is called the does it have a name? Bulgarian Rose. This one here is actually really firm. All the ones I've tried from Sponge L in the past are a little softer, but this one is really, really firm. Even when you get it wet, it doesn't like soften up very much. So it's actually really nice for exfoliating, and I've been using it. I still have it in my shower, but I do need to throw it out soon. I think I have 1 or 2 more uses out of it, but I've been actually really enjoying it, and it does have a nice scent too. It does smell kind of like rose. Next up, I have this Lalicious Bubble Bath. I actually did receive this from Octoly. This is the Sugar TR Flower Shower Oil and Bubble Bath. I went through this so fast, you guys. It smells amazing, and it really, really does foam up and give you a lot of bubbles. The bubbles don't last in the water very long, but it still worked really, really nicely, and I was still really, really happy with it. Went through it really fast, so I do recommend that guy as well. I also have this here. I got this from Amazon. This is the Pure Soul Cognac Cleansing Sponge, the bamboo charcoal one. I actually picked up this one and then a turmeric one. So I actually did not like this at all. I ended up only using it like 2 or 3 times and then it just started falling apart on me. So I don't really recommend it for the price. I felt like it just didn't hold up very well, and I don't know. It was like really stiff and hard, and then you would get it wet and it'd be super, super soft, and I just didn't feel like the texture was very good. I definitely prefer the Sponge L ones to this. That was not my favorite. Moving on, I do have some face products in here. I have my full size of my Sheer Transformation. I go through these constantly. You guys probably know that. So yeah, I did go through another full size of that. It's my favorite moisturizer because it's very lightweight. It's great for oily skin. You can really use it with any skin type, but oily skin is hard to find a good lightweight moisturizer, and that one's definitely a good one. I also have a trial size of the Firming and Lifting Eye Gel from Algenist. This I went through super fast as well. It was just a little travel size. I actually really do like this. I've had minis of this in the past, and I really like it. I actually prefer their Complete Eye Renewal Balm. This is more of a gel consistency, and I like how hydrating the balm one is. Okay, next up I have another one of these Empties. I think this is like the third month in a row I've had one of these little minis from Shiseido. This is the Benefiance Wrinkle Resist 24-Hour Intensive Eye Contour Cream. It's got a long name, but this is a really great eye cream. It's probably my second favorite. The Algenist Complete Eye Renewal Balm is my favorite, and this is like my close second to that one. I've got the Perricone Citrus Facial Wash. I actually brought this with me when I went on vacation and was using it solely there, and it was almost gone, but I had it sitting in my drawer, so I just went ahead and finished it off this last week so that I could get it out. It's actually a pretty decent wash, but it's nothing special. It's not my favorite. It's just one that's kind of okay. So yeah, I wouldn't purchase a full size. It's extremely expensive, but I did have this mini, so I went ahead and used that guy up. All right, I also have my Korres Wild Rose Sleeping Facial. This is something I've talked about in so many videos I could not even count. I talked about it in skincare favorites. I had it in my Finish Vibe by Fall. I've been using this like crazy, but I love this. This is probably my third full-size one that I've gone through. It smells amazing. It does have a very strong rose scent, so if you don't like the smell of roses, you won't like it, but I love it. It's very hydrating, super hydrating. It's one of my favorite creams, so definitely do recommend this. This is something I will buy again, but just not right away because I have a lot of other products I'm trying to get through, but this is a really good product. I also have another Oola product in here. I have a mini size of the Truth Serum. This is my favorite serum. I love using this. It is extremely brightening. It's one of the best serums I have ever tried, you guys. It is really, really good serum. It smells amazing. It works amazing. It absorbs really, really quickly, so it's not going to leave like a sticky or, you know, any sort of weird texture on your skin. It just absorbs, and it's a really, really great serum. I've got another eye cream mini. This time, this one is from Supergoop. This is their Advanced Anti-Aging Eye Cream. Somebody told me one time that this was like the top selling eye cream on the Sephora website. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but that is what I heard. I tried it and it was okay for me, but it was not my favorite eye cream. I just felt like it didn't really, I didn't really see much results. My under eye area can get a little dry, and if it starts to get kind of dry, I'll get those little fine lines, which I don't normally have, only if it's dry. But when I'm using a good eye cream, they kind of go away. So when I was using this, I started to see them kind of creep back up on me. So you know, it was a mini, so I didn't use it for very long, but I didn't really like that one very much. I won't buy a full size of that. And I also have a mini size of my Sheer Transformation in here as well. I think that's it for skin. Oh, wait. Add one more of the brightening mask from Karuna. I think that's it for skincare, so we'll move on to some other things. I have my La Vanilla deodorant in lavender. I love this deodorant. I totally switched over to natural deodorant. I used to use Secret, and it used to be my favorite, but once I found out what kind of chemicals they use in those and how bad they are for you, I stopped using those, switched over to this. I did notice at first when I switched over to the all-natural deodorant for the first week, definitely do it in the winter, because I did it like in the spring and it was starting to get kind of hot. And for the first week, you are going to smell a little bit because your body is getting used to it. And yeah, there's definitely, I ended up having to reapply it like 5 or 6 times a day just to keep, you know, from smelling. But now my body is used to it, and I just have to use it once in the morning and I'm good. Unless it's a super hot day, sometimes I'll reapply. But even with Secret, I used to have to do that sometimes. So, but I really have been enjoying this a lot. I already have another one in my drawer. Also have this whitening set from Crest. This is the 3D white strips in the classic Vivid. I love these. I love any of the Crest white strips. I think that they are the best ones other than the ones you get from your dentist. They do a really, really good job. The only thing is they're kind of inconvenient. They slide around a little bit, so I end up feeling like I have to do this the whole time I have them on so that I don't like move them around, but they do a really good job. In fact, I should probably use some soon. I do have a few hair care products. I'll try to go through those pretty quick. I have my Aussie 3-Minute Miracle. This is a great leave-in conditioner. I haven't purchased this in years, and I saw it at the store and I was like, oh my gosh, I used to love that. So I grabbed it and I went through it really quickly because I really love it. It does an amazing job. Really, really, if you have dry really dry hair, this will definitely give you your moisture back and makes your hair just soft and smooth and untangled. It's just a great product. I do also have this conditioner from John Frieda. I actually ended up buying this when we were on vacation because I forgot to pack a conditioner. So it was what they had in the hotel lobby. It was not my favorite, but I ended up just trying to use it up, so I did get through it. It was okay. I also have my Batiste dry shampoo. You guys know I talk about this a lot. This is one of my favorite dry shampoos. It does a really great job, especially for the price. You can usually find this at TJ Maxx for a couple dollars less than at the drugstore, so that's usually where I pick mine up, but it is a great dry shampoo. And then the last hair product I have is from Tresemme. This is the Keratin Smooth Heat Protectant Spray. I have had this so long, you guys. This took so long for me to go through. I don't use heat on my hair daily. I don't blow dry very often, and I don't use my straightener or curling iron very often. I try to avoid heat as much as possible because my hair is really prone to damage. But whenever I did use heat, I would spray this on first, and it did do a very good job at protecting my hair. Okay, I also have an empty of my Beauty Blender Solid Cleanser. This is my favorite way to clean my brushes. I absolutely love this. It is just so convenient and so easy. So I do recommend this if you haven't tried it. It's so easy to use. You just get your brush wet, you swirl your brush on the bar of soap inside of here, and then you rinse it off, and that's it. It's like so easy. It saves your hands from getting all pruny. I love it. Okay, everything else in here is makeup, and I have quite a bit left, so let's go ahead and get into the makeup products. The first one is this miniature of the Makeup Forever primer. This one is the hydrating primer. I really liked this a lot. I definitely would consider purchasing a full size of this. It is a really, really nice hydrating primer. It doesn't feel oily or anything like that. It's just a really, really nice one. I definitely recommend that, especially if you have dry skin. Alright, I do have a powder that I went through as well. This is the Your Minerals Sweden. It's a translucent powder. I got this in a BoxyCharm. It actually lasted a long time for the size, and I really liked it. I thought it was a really good translucent powder. It did have a little bit of a luminosity to it, so it did give you a little bit of a glow. So I ended up using this just to set my under eye, but I really enjoyed it. I also have a couple foundations. The first one is from CoverGirl. This is the Clean Whipped Cream Foundation. This is probably the third or fourth one of these I've gone through, so you guys have probably heard me talk about this before. I love this foundation. It's really sad that they discontinued it. I wish they hadn't discontinued it. You can still find it on Amazon, but it's been a while since they discontinued it, so I feel like any products floating out there are going to be kind of old, but it was a very good foundation. Next, I also have a foundation from my Use It or Lose It, which is exciting. This is the Revlon Photo Ready foundation. This took me a long time to get through simply because the shade is like my winter shade, so for like spring and summer I couldn't really use it unless I mixed it with something, but I finally got through this. It used to be one of my favorite foundations, but recently I haven't been liking it as much, and I think it's just because I was forcing myself to get through it, so I'm definitely going to take a break from this one, but it is a really good drugstore foundation. I also have a powder foundation. This was part of my Use It Finish 5 by Fall. I did finish this off. This was the Josie Maran Argan Matchmaker Powder Foundation. I did go through this pretty quickly just because it's one of those powders that every time you dip your brush, it like kicks up a ton of excess. So I found that I went through it really, really quickly for that reason. So I would not repurchase this, but I feel like they actually discontinued it too, because we don't carry it in our store anymore. Another item from that project is the stick here. Next up I had this this is the L'Oreal True Match concealer stick. This was part of that project as well. I did end up using this guy all up, and I was using it as a lid primer because it was just a little too thick for me to use for spot concealing or for my under eye. So I just used it as a lid primer, and it worked actually really nicely there. Alrighty, I also have another foundation. This is from Lancome. This is the Tante Idol Stick foundation. I ended up digging this guy out, and I love this foundation. I already own another one of it. It's a great, great foundation. The only thing is I do feel like you go through it a little quickly, but it's worth it because it's an awesome foundation. Okay, so I do have a lipstick in here as well. This is the MAC lipstick in the shade Bombshell. This I ended up using up in that project as well, and did finish that off. I like this shade, but it's more of a spring shade for me, or maybe summer shade. It's like a pinky shimmery color, but it was really pretty, and I'm happy to have that out of my collection. Okay, I have a couple mascaras in here. This is really gross at the bottom of here. So I have this mascara primer. This is the Subversion by Urban Decay. I was trying this to see if I would like it as much as I like my Tarte one, and I don't like it that much. So this is something I would not recommend and I will not repurchase. I also had this mascara that I absolutely hated. This one is not empty, but I am throwing it away because I hated it. It's the MDM Flow Greater Than mascara. I got it in a BoxyCharm and it was awful. I have two liners in here. The first one is my Kat Von D inked liner. This is a good liner, but I just feel like it dries out really fast because it is a felt tip. So I do recommend the tattoo liner over this inked liner. It was really nice when it worked, but it went out on me really, really quickly. So I won't buy that one again. And then this Galactic Beauty one was awful. I did not like it at all. It ended up just smudging on me all the time. I could not keep it on, so it was horrible. And the last product in here is another one of my use it or lose it's for the year. So this is the NYX For Your Eyes Only Smoky Palette. Obviously it's not completely empty, but my goal on this was just to hit pan on a product, and I did hit pan on this. This is so old. It's probably 5 years old now, guys, so this definitely needs to go in the garbage. So a lot of the shadows in here are broken as well, so it is just done, old, and gross. So those are all the products in my empties this time around. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this empties video. I feel like I've been talking a mile a minute because I didn't want my power to go out, but thank you guys so much for watching this whole thing. If you have questions or comments, as always, leave those down below for me. I would be happy to answer any of those questions, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.